Guess what, dumb fuck?
Really
Absolutely.
not anymore.
Guess what, dumb
Absolutely.
fuck?
Yes, you are.
Everyone in there, every night, the promotional space is yours. You're not in there. And maybe one day you might know what it feels like when you have to wake up like that.
Oh,
When your
well,
when your
Think
girlfriend
so.
has to
I don't think so.
when your girlfriend has to wake up like that,
Don't
when your mother has to
don't
wake
say
up like
don't
that.
say things like that. That's stupid to
No,
say, Robert.
Isn't that some? Wow,
no,
no,
it's
it's
not.
not.
No, it's not,
oh,
you
did
dumb.
that touch a
Hold on.
spot?
Can everyone shut the fuck up? Women, shut up. You're gone. You all don't fucking get it, do you? It's not dumb. Guess what? When that happens to your girlfriend, when that happens to your mother, it won't be a bad day for me. It won't. It won't. I will give a fuck. I'll laugh like you do.
Laugh at any of it. I
Yes, you
don't even
do.
know what's
Yes, you
fully
do.
going
Yes, you do.
on. Okay.
You do. You do. You do. And I'll give a fuck. I will give a fuck. I will. I won't give a fuck. No one will. No one will. No one will. That's where it is. That's where it's at. Your nieces, nephews, no one will give a
Hey,
fuck. Sure.
so Robert, I'm going to read this thing and you tell me where you think it came from, okay? Okay. So the first requirement is that we become convinced that any life run on self-will can hardly be a success. On the basis that we are always in collision with something or somebody, even though our motives are good. Most people try to live by self-propulsion. Each person is like an actor who wants to run the whole show. Is forever trying to arrange the lights, the ballet, and the scenery, and the rest of the players in his own way. If his arrangements would only stay put, if the people would only do as he wished, if the show would be great. Everybody, including himself, would be pleased. Life would be wonderful. In trying to make these arrangements, our actors may sometimes be virtuous. He may be kind. He may be considerate, patient, generous, even modest and self-sacrificing. On the other hand, he may be mean, egotistical, selfish, and dishonest. But as with most humans, that he's more likely to be varied in these traits. What usually happens, the show doesn't come off very well, and he begins to think life doesn't treat him right. He decides to try harder, and he becomes on the next occasion more demanding and gracious, as the case may be. Still, the play does not suit him. Admitting he may be somewhat at fault, he is sure that other people are more to blame. He becomes angry and indignant and self pitying. What is the basic trouble? Is he not really a self seeker, even trying to be kind? Is he not a victim of the delusion? He can wrest satisfaction and happiness out of the world if only he manages it well. Is it not evident to all the rest of the players that these are the things he wants? And do not his actions make each of them wish to retaliate? That's what's going on right now. We're retaliating, Andrew, because you running your show the way you run it is bullshit.
Is that what how it works in the big book?
Yeah, you should go back to AA, bro.
I was rather bothered the other night, Andrew, by your live. That's why I haven't been in the box as much because the way you ran it was like absolute chaos, and I had it. I don't know how many times I booted that individual, like maybe 10, 15 times, and you just kept laughing the whole time.
Times. Well, the thing is, he has mob power too, so it's like it was a mess.
Right, but Andrew, again, do you realize that the servers that are being promoted have everyone's mothers, fathers? Do you want to know something even is crazy?
That Robert, I didn't know that.
Okay, Andrew. There are people in there whose not only mothers and fathers, grandmas and grandpas on each side, but uncles and in-laws, everyone, like 50 people per person, extensions of families. And you think it's a fucking joke. When your in-laws, when your girlfriend and her in-laws, let's have a little fun, right? Not a bad day. Not a bad day. And
Never been in
you
there. I've
shit,
never been in there, Robert.
you shit in people's faces and mouths every fucking day when you say things like "not a bad day." And maybe, but Andrew, people have been telling
Oh,
you. People have been. I don't give a fuck. It is your fault. And guess what? You're not forgiven. I will give a fuck when it's not a bad day for you. I will give a fuck. You're an addict. I know you're a liar. You're a sick fucking liar. I know people like you. It's over. It is so over. I will give a fuck when it happens to you. I will give a fuck when your mother and grandmother and aunties and uncles and their spouses have to carry because Andrew was not having a bad day. I will give a fuck, Andrew. It's there. Everyone's there. Everyone's there for your dumb fuck.
sorry these things are happening to you. I really
No,
am, Robert. I
no, I don't.
truly am.
I could give a shit. I could give two shits because you knew my fucking boyfriend's.
No, now.
My hey, dumbass. My boyfriend's mugshot is in your live every night. Wow. Yeah, simple. It's simple. Hey, dumbass. The person I live with is in your fucking live every night, dumb fuck.
We're Robert. It's just another day.
Yeah, Rachel, you can speak.
Okay. I'll make it quick. Andrew, one of the people that you love in your panel, she promised me that she was going to dig up my dead mother's body and she was going to fuck it with a dead dick and put her pussy on her dead mouth. And that's somebody that you love on your panel. And you thought it was funny too.
I really love everybody.
Cool, cool. And guess what, Andrew? We know. We know. And that's why no one here could give a fuck about you. I'm glad. I'm glad you keep that tone. I'm really, really fucking glad. And that's why there's no conversation. That is why there's no
What do you want
moment.
me to do besides
That's why.
apologize?
That's why there's no moment to give a fuck. That's why there's no
No.
moment to give a fuck. No, Andrew, Andrew, you could get on
Apologies
your,
don't matter, dude. You have
Andrew,
to
you
make
could get on, you
amends.
could, no, 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 no,
You,
no, 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 no.
he has
You
to
could get on
stop
your,
doing it.
you could get on your fucking knees and grovel at this point. For me, I have observed. I watched you. I watched you make excuses. I observed. I told you what I did. And everyone in here knows what I was doing. Everyone in here knows what I was doing as it was happening every day. Don't like you. You're weird. You're a child. You're pathetic. You make excuses to hurt people. I watched you.
I don't hurt
For, for,
anybody, so.
for me, no, you do. You do. Because you know what it makes you feel? A worthless piece of shit like you? It makes you feel seen. Maybe. But
I already said sorry, Robert.
but for me, there's nothing for me. When it happens to you and yours,
It's gonna happen, but why would it happen to me?
it won't be a bad week for me. It won't be a bad day for me. And I think I can speak comfortably for a lot of people in here. It won't be for them. It won't be. It won't be. Because guess what? We're all used to it. We're all used to it. And as you think it's a joke and you think it's a game and you think it can be spoke of and you think that you can host the pictures of women's bodies. Like let's bring in Siren. Women's bodies.
Dude, if you don't think
Can you
people are
imagine what it feels like to have your body on there?
I feel bad for her.
No. The fuck you do. Do you know what you said the other day? You told Siren, and you might think it's cute. I'll quote you. Oh, are you talking about the picture that I posted where you were biting your finger? Do you know what that fucking feels like?
No, yeah, I think that was when I asked him the question. I was like, because I was like, you know, that one picture you had up there was absolutely ridiculous, and he was like, oh, the one of her
You
biting her
baited
lip.
me. You baited me, Nick.
Wasn't
I
baited.
baited you. What do you mean, Andrew? Like, you tried to hold me accountable for all this so many times, and like it's really not my fault.
am
Like I
accountable.
was there
It's
that
my
first day.
fault.
I was there that first day, so like I was somewhat complicit, I guess. But like I was literally trying to turn the shit off,
And
off,
I
off,
would
off. I was the
say,
only one. I was the only one in there trying to turn it off every time he turned it on. And I
Yeah,
did ask you several times if like I could if you wanted him to keep doing that, and you're like, well, social media pictures are fine. And then
You
you
don't.
specifically told him not to let that picture of what's her name up again. And then 5 minutes later, it was up again, and you said it was fine. So, like, I don't know, Andrew. I don't know.
did you
I,
take
A-
it down?
Andrew, I'm going to ask you, and
you can't put it on me to take it down though, Andrew. Like, and then like the other night, like
I
I
know. I guess not. I
after I
can't. I
seen what
mean, I
was
guess
going
not
down, I
anymore.
dropped. And then I came back up to call Ethy out because like Ethy was getting involved, and I didn't want to see Ethy get involved in that. And like
Andrew,
I was down in the comments, and like there's delays in the comments. Like when you're in the comments, there's a delay to turn cameras off. So like I wasn't even able to do anything effectively, and like it shouldn't have been on me in the first place. Like it really shouldn't have.
let me ask you, Andrew, one question. Do you really think
No, it's
people?
on me more than you, Nick. I'm just. I don't. I don't
No,
want you to
Andrew,
take
Andrew,
it.
Andrew, Andrew, you dumb, hey,
Do
you dumb shit. Hold on, you dumb shit. Nick is not involved, you dumbass. Everyone's looking at your dumbass. Do not
Andrew?
ever, don't, no, hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't ever suggest that Nick was involved. Don't do that ever. You're to blame. Because not only that, as Rachel said, you know, you did it. And we're looking at you. We know who you are. Hey, dummy. Hey, dumb boy. We know. We're watching you. Don't blame Nick. Don't involve him.
Andrew, literally everybody's making fun of you.
No, Andrew, it's more serious than that. I'm gonna ask you a
Okay,
question. Do you really think people aren't going to come for you now?
it's fine. I don't mind.
What about your family,
Then
Andrew?
greenlit.
I think it's gonna get the green light because I'm not doing anything to like. So like, I
I'm
apologize
not
when
really
you
asking for
overstep.
your. I'm not really asking for your
Like, do
opinion.
you think it like you look
I
at
don't
it
think
like
it's
you
gonna
didn't do
happen.
anything, right? But like,
Pretty
do
much,
you
yeah,
really
yeah.
think that's how other people look at it though? Is what I'm saying. On both
I
sides
think
now.
so.
Because
I would
like
hope so. Yeah,
the other
probably.
night
Yeah.
when I went up there to grab Ethy, like it was both sides doing it to each other. And it was
What?
on your live. So like their logic is gonna
That's how it
be
is.
to
It's them. Yeah.
automatically blame you though.
Hey,
Like
I
but
think they're
it's
gonna do
not
it
the way you
regardless.
think about
But
it is what I'm trying to say. It's the
hey,
way
Not at
they're gonna
all.
think about it. It's the way
hey,
they're gonna think about it.
Robert, you want to? I'm going to point something out and let you run with it, right? So, what Andrew is doing is 100% making the universe and energy point at him, where the
but
universe
at
is
the, I
much
mean,
more
Womanrock,
likely to
I've
go.
already apologized and I'm
The
taking responsibility, and
the
I want to make amends. What else can I do?
is that the universe is definitely coming at Andrew and his family now, which is putting his family in danger.
I
And he
don't think
says,
Well,
so. I don't think so.
what you
he
can
doesn't
start by
care,
Yeah, don't
doing
and
greenlight.
is like
he doesn't
take some
care that
Hey,
accountability
he
no,
for
hold
what
on,
doesn't.
you
hold on. No, no, hold on,
No,
Ethy,
wait,
Ethy,
no, I'm
Ethy,
talking
Ethy,
to
Ethy,
Robert. I'm
Ethy.
talking to Robert. Robert. So he
hold on.
doesn't care.
You know
He
where
doesn't care.
I'm
Wait,
usually aligned,
Robert.
Robert.
Robert. Like, so he doesn't care what he's doing could be a threat to his family.
He give a shit. He never has. Of course, people like. Of course, he doesn't. Do you think when he was a junkie, he gave a shit? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. And Ethy, the reason why I tell you don't start now is that when Bex, when Belinda, when every woman has come up here, every man has come up here and said, my family, my extended loved ones, every fucking day are, please stop, please stop, please
Oh,
stop.
I get what you're saying, but I don't like
And no, 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 no,
perpetuating.
no, no, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
like
Hold on, hold on,
perpetuation
hold on.
like at all.
Okay,
Like it,
I'm
that's
gonna
where it
drop you.
leads to.
I'm gonna drop you just the same way I dropped all the women. So I didn't give a fuck what you think. When every person every day has come up and said, my family, and Andrew laughs at them. In fact, wasn't it Andrew who was mimicking the voice of a woman who was unalived in front of her daughter? Wasn't that Andrew? Andrew made fun of a woman who was unalived in front of her daughter. Can we sit with that for a sec? There was QB's mother was unalived in front of her eyes, and
What the
Andrew
fuck?
mimicked her voice in her dying
Facts.
That's
days, in
my
her
best
dying
friend. What
moments,
the
in
fuck?
her
Facts.
dying moments. Andrew said, "I wish you would have done better. I should have I should have done this. I
That's
should have
my
done."
best fucking friend, and he mimicked her mother and her. What the fuck? What kind of sick fucking oh, what the fuck, Andrew?
They even tried to research to go back who unalived this girl's mother.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They went
He
back.
did it for about an hour and a half.
How
They
fucking
did it
sick
for
can you
like almost
fucking
2
be to sit there
hours.
and mock somebody? She was 3.
She was like 3 or 6 years old. She was a minor. She was very
She
young.
was a very young girl, and her mother got unalived in front of her. And you have the and
He platformed these people.
What the fuck is
He
wrong with
platformed
you?
these people. They sent a warning out. Let's be clear. A warning was sent out by Aqua with all of our names on there that we would continue to get harassed.
Yeah, Carmen,
That things
I
were
sent
going to
you some of
happen to
those.
us. Let me finish. And it's not, I think people are misunderstanding. It's the threat, the life threats that have been sent out.
It's the violation of the privacy of your fucking
And
life.
if you're saying that you wanted to protect your friends, you would have draw the line and said, hey, motherfuckers, y'all, I'm not hosting no live like that. But that's not what happened. There was no integrity there. It was like anybody who you had a personal gripe with, you thought that these black folks were standing and I'm going to say it, Robert. He thought these black folks had his back, so he felt like he could go after Greenlee. I started watching him turn on people who he said that he cared about.
They're not going to
That's
have
the
his
fuck
back.
shit.
They're not going to have his back after this.
I still do care about him.
The
I
fuck,
still do.
Andrew? I don't think you have any. I don't think you have any.
Andrew, do you know what it takes for them to dox you? Like simple stuff, like the
Who's gonna
blacks.
do that, Robert?
Oh, it's going to happen.
I don't know, but you know what? I also can say
But
definitively,
who
I
and
do not
why
care.
though?
Don't care. I don't know.
You
I don't care.
mock.
Andrew, I don't care about you. Do you get that?
You
I don't care
mock.
about you. Live your life. Go into the great beyond.
But did we do it for
You're not
clicks?
worthy. Because
Robert, did we do it for
I've told all
clicks?
the women, as I've told all the women in here, as I've told all the men in here, because when it's declarative, it's over for me. If I care about you, I'm going to tell you every day, all the time. Hey, 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 hey. I care. I'm going to tell you. After tonight, for me with you, unless you have some like reconciliation, I've come to go live your life. There's not much for me with you and you and I. I've watched you. I think that you're a coward, and cowards live a certain life that I'm not involved in. Your family, you're their issue. You're your mom and dad's issue, and you will always be their issue till their last moments. And God willing, you don't relapse, and good on you. Oh God, I'll pray for you, but that's it. I don't have much for you. I really have nothing for you. In fact,
He's already relapsed. What are you talking about? He's on drugs every day. I mean,
On his panel also too, and I really didn't want to bring attention to this because I didn't want to give attention to the people doing it, but they were on his panel on an account of my deceased mother. Her picture, her first and last name, and I didn't want to bring attention to it while they were on his panel. But Andrew, you are a piece of fucking shit. I don't give a fuck about myself, but the things that you're allowing to happen to other people, mocking QB's mother, that was unalived in front of her.
Well,
The
but
shit that's happened to
she was
Robert.
not only he was not only mocking the mother, but as she was unalived,
Yes.
like like
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
QB, he was literally mimicking the voice of the mother
What the
in
fuck?
her
Oh yeah.
moments
In
as
her
she left the world.
as she left
Wait,
the
and
world.
this
Please
guy
don't.
used your mom's profile, Rachie?
Yeah, her picture. Yeah, and then he also too he allowed a picture of my dad and me that was dug up from my dad's Facebook. But yeah, put a picture up of my dad and me on his profile.
I will
That's
say that
disgusting.
that was the single-handedly the darkest moment I ever watched on this entire platform when you did that, Andrew. I will say.
That's absolutely disgusting,
And
and
I
your
let
It
it
was
mother
pretty
is
dark. It was
ashamed.
bad.
Your
Man, we gotta
mother
have
should be
order. Haley,
ashamed
we gotta have
that you're her
order.
son.
We gotta have order.
I don't know who you are, Haley, sweetheart. You seem to be with it, but you're not. This is deeper than you.
There's a misunderstanding, I think, where people like if we're roasting, it's roasting. Let's be clear, we're roasting, and but the boundaries have been crossed so far. Like I said, I've had enough. And I love and I miss this person. We talk all the time. I can't fuck with them because they're platforming people that is doing this wicked shit. Like it's one thing. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, yeah, I'm smoking your son's ashes," or your son, he's crying, like all kinds of diabolical shit, and you're not getting not a fucking galaxy. Like at least if you saying that you fuck with me and I'm your friend, I'd rather for you to be rewarded, but you're not even being compensated. They just taking up space, and now people are being threatened.
You know what happens when you're an addict? You can like you can like hum along and you make pretty good decisions. You know, you get like a Gatorade, have a cigarette, not have a cigarette, go to work, do your job, and then all of a sudden you just have like a bad idea. And like maybe you were just living your life and you know, you just say, "Hey, I'm just going to go, I don't know, I'm just going to go gamble." And then you go gamble, and then you get addicted to gambling and you lose, I don't know, $5 million and hurt your house and the money. Andrew, like it's not a big deal, dude. Like you're not like just set out to be this horrible person, but you can make a bad decision when you don't have good people around you telling you good things to do and like trying to keep you accountable and saying like maybe this isn't a good decision. Like really bad shit can happen, and that's all people are trying to say is like you're just not you're not.
I totally agree with that. Like when I saw Andrew, because so let me explain. Before that day, Andrew, like totally and just pure honesty, like the Andrew in my world that I would have ever said, if I can explain Andrew, you always, like every fucking second of my existence on this app, you have always been in the comments like, I love you, you're great, you're Robert, go Robert, go Robert. Like I would have said Andrew is like a man's man above and beyond. Like this guy supports people. He's a good guy, a positive guy. And you, this is kind of like in the vein of like what me and Carmen talked about, like this warfare of like spirituality and people and like what can rub off, or like this aura kind of, it's like kind of existential. Like I don't want to say that it was them, but like something I feel like overcame you, like you, like all of a sudden, like it was so dark, and like I don't know, like I don't like what I will so definitively say is I wish no one will ever hurt you ever. I don't I like you are so worthy, you're a good guy, and you're so worthy of love, and I care for you, I care for you, but you have been overcome by like something negative that
Demonic
needs
influences.
to go. You need to shape up. You do. in my opinion. And because what I don't ever want is I don't want to say to the world or to people on here like I want people to be angry at you. I don't. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You don't. But you have been hurtful and you have enabled something that is awful and you are not responsible for that because there are really awful people in this world that you are not responsible for. But I want you to know that it's very real and it sucks and kind of that's it almost like but to anyone who's listening, you're a very decent person and you deserve good. You do. And I think you live in that vein, but something recently has been not good. Something's been off, and you need to get back on course.
Robert, you and I talked about that. We talked about that. It's we're gonna say layman terms, the bandwagons, the clicking up, familiar spirits, similarities. It was demonic influences, and most of those people say things that I would never say. People have said "hell to the devil," like they worship.
Well, you know what I'm kind of like. It sucks because and like Andrew, above and beyond most people, is so he's light. He like if I don't know who he is to anyone else, but to me, he has been to me like like I can always look at in the comments and Andrew is love and positivity and it's like like if we're to think of like how that all works, like maybe it's like an energy force that just goes in a high form and if you redirect it, it just goes in the negative in the same direction. And it's like let's get that force back in the good and just keep it there because if it's there, Andrew, you are like so you're who you are and what you represent to the world is wonderful. It's really wonderful. It's beautiful. It makes people better.
Go, Ranchi.
So I'm just trying to be respectful. Yeah, I thought Andrew was really funny. One thing about Robert, he's always going to make me laugh. And in my darkest times, Robert always makes me laugh. And that's one thing about Robert. But Andrew, I've just in the past 2 weeks have been extremely disappointed in, and I don't think that Andrew knows the depth of the harm that has been put on people and with the doxing and the shit that's going on. And I think sometimes it's hard to know that depth if you've not been around for it. But Andrew, you truly need to know the shit that's going on your lives have not only previously affected people in their real lives, but are now almost like I don't even know how to put it into words. Like the shit that's going on in your lives now, you have allowed a platform for people to radiate a whole lot of shit onto people's families, their livelihood, their safety, their family safety, just anything and everything. You allowed people yesterday to promote a discourse. And I know that you haven't been touched by the doxing and the shit that's going on. And I don't wish it on you. But if and when it happens to you, you will be on our side now bitching. And the next person that you see that are allowing people to be like platform these insane psychopath lunatics, stalkers, you'll understand. I don't want you to understand, but whenever you can understand, it's a whole different story, man. People, you don't even know me, and my life has been affected because of the shit that you were allowing that's going on your fucking lives.
And what I'll retract what I will retract from earlier is like who has like the okay, I'm gonna mute. What I will retract from my previous statements is that like Andrew, I'll be here for you always. Like and Green Lake, I feel like is a testament to this. Like when I'm frustrated or you are mean to me, like I'm here for you. Like I I do care for you. And Andrew, I think you're so cool. Like I really, 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 really do. And you will not like me after this, and that's okay. But like, um, I'm frustrated. There's a lot going on in everyone's life, and it sucks. Like there's a lot of shit going on, and I really wish you would kind of consider it a little bit more.